Welcome to today's yoga class. Thank you for those who are joining. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the live this week due to technical errors, but that's okay because we still are showing up to the mat today. So the props you'll need are 3 to 4 pillows because this is yin yoga, but I have these two big square ones which I just double up as I need them. And then a wall if you are comfortable or if you're not comfortable using the pillows for feet up the wall pose. Okay, we're going to start in Tadasana, so come to a standing position. With your feet hip distance apart, spread your toes wide and then lift them off the mat, spread them even wider, and then one toe at a time plant it down onto the mat. Until you feel that Pada Bandha, your feet active, holding almost like you're a monkey clawing your mat. Inhale, arms come up to ceiling. And then on your exhale, drop your shoulders down as if you're locking and loading. Inhale, grab your right wrist, lift up towards the ceiling, and then exhale to the left side of the room. Hold this for a few breaths and look up towards the ceiling. Really focus on lifting your chest up. And stay here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, come back up to center. Inhale, lift your arms up to ceiling. Exhale, lock them back in by shifting them down. Inhale, grab your left wrist. Lift it up towards the ceiling as if you're trying to pull it off and away from your body. And exhale down to the right hand side. Again, looking up towards the ceiling on your left side to really open your chest here. Stay here for a few breaths. Really focus on your intention for today's class, which is to find your joy. So whatever brings you happiness or your goals for joy, bring that in now. Or you can simply say, I choose joy in this moment. On your next exhale, come back to center. Take one big breath in and sigh it out. Bring your hands down to shoulder height apart, and then spread your feet wide just so that your ankles are basically underneath your wrists here. We're going to go into goddess pose. So inhale, lift your chest up, and on your exhale, bend your elbows and your knees at the same time and push your chest slightly forward. And then exhale, see if you can go even lower down. Really feel all four corners of your feet pushing down in towards the mat. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward around your back and drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, pull your shoulder blades back in together and look up towards the ceiling, smile. Exhale, round your spine, do this cat-cow motion, rainbow your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, tuck those shoulder blades in together, open wide. 2 more, exhale, push and reach to the front of the room, even do some jazz fingers. Inhale, come back. Exhale, round your spine. And on your next inhale, come back and straighten your legs. Bring your hands down towards your thighs. Give yourself a little bit of a shake if you want, or any joyful movement that feels good. Next, on your inhale, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, come back down into that goddess legs and just give yourself a nice big hug, chin to chest. You can even massage your shoulder blades here, wherever your hands meet your back. Inhale, come up, straighten your legs. Pull your arms back towards you as if you're on the Titanic and Jack's got your back. Exhale, bend your knees and hug yourself the other way around, tucking in your chin. Really hold it here. Inhale, legs come up, arms back, shoulder blades hugging in towards each other. Lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend your legs and hug yourself the other way around now. Really focus on pulling or tucking in your tailbone and pulling your knees out and separating them. Exhale, come back up. Straighten your legs and your arms. Open that chest wide as if you're radiating a beam of light coming out from you. Inhale, bend again and hug yourself the other way. Exhale, come up. One more, pull and smile, radiate. Whatever's bringing you joy. Exhale, come down and hug yourself. Really tuck in your tailbone, holding your glutes as well as your core to feel really strong and sturdy in this pose. And then on your exhale, come back up. The top of the mat, spread your toes wide, lift them up, and then watch them plant them one foot or one toe at a time. Inhale, arms come up, and on your exhale, just drop them down like there's a heavy weight on them, and slap or just do the side to side movement of what I'm going to say limp arms. And then while you do that, just slowly work your way down your body until you come to a forward fold position. And then just hang here, grab your elbows and sway from side to side. Stay here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, plant your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, look in front of you, straighten your spine and plant your hands onto the tops of your thighs. Exhale, drop your hands down towards the mat and slowly step 1 foot at a time back into your downward dog. Push firmly into your hands to really allow you to lift your hips up and back. Inhale, go onto your tippy toes and straight your ankles, and then exhale, push your heels down towards the mat. And do that for a couple moments or breaths. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring it close towards your wrist, your ankle, or even just walk it down until you have your foot next to your hand. And then slowly lower your left leg down towards the mat. You can use a pillow here if you have sensitive knees, or if you just want to take it easy. And then go onto the side of your right foot by pulling your knee out towards the side. Lift your head up and just sit here for a couple breaths. Close your eyes and come back to your intention. If your wrists are sensitive, you can also go onto a fist. On the next exhale, roll your foot to put all 4 corners of them back onto the mat and slowly walk your hands back into a runner's lunge. And that can look anything from up here to lower down, whatever feels right for you. Just curl your toes up and back towards you. On your next exhale, roll or walk your hands forward again. Plant your hand in the center of your shoulders, and then roll your left or your right foot back out to hold onto your knee to spray it to the side. This time, if you feel comfortable, you can lift your left leg up and see if you can grab it with your right hand to deepen and intensify the stretch. Or you can go back to the original, whatever works best for you. On your next exhale, you can release that left foot if you were holding it. Hold onto your knee and bring it towards you while you roll your foot back onto your mat fully. And then walk back into that runner's lunge. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And just take a few breaths. See if it feels any different. On your next inhale, walk your hands forward, plant them, and this time if you know you're going to use the pillow, you can lift your left leg up and move it to the side. And drop your left knee down and bring it and meet it with your right onto the pillow. And then here, just gently lift your left leg up and plant it next to your hands. Bring your right hand into the center of your mat or into the center of your shoulders. Go onto or roll your foot to the side to spray your knee out. And then take a few breaths here. Really feel your hip opening. And you can use any adjustments if you want to go back onto your fists. You can even challenge yourself by pushing your chest forward. On your next exhale, bring your foot back fully onto the mat and walk your hands back into that runner's lunge. Spread your toes out wide and bring them closer toward your body. Stay here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, walk your hands to the front of the mat. Drop onto the outer side of your foot. Move your hand in the middle of your mat to your shoulders. And this time, if you feel comfortable, you can lift your left hand right in front of you. Feel it reaching out to the front of the room. And then exhale as you rainbow or round it to grab your back right foot. Really feel the stretch on all sides of your hips and your legs. If it's too difficult, you stick with the original pose, your leg down. On your next exhale, release your back leg, come to center, bring all four corners of your right or your left leg back, and then walk back into your runner's lunge. I apologize in advance for my left and rights. And then gently walk your hands to the front of your mat. Take your left leg back and let's get ready for assisted bow or cobra. So you can make almost a valley with your pillows where your hips will go in the middle. So this is where I would suggest stacking more than one or two pillows in front of you, or folding it like I can do right here. For the back here, and then whichever way that feels comfortable or easiest for you, you can almost, not like that, gracefully come down onto the mat or onto your pillow. And then even fold this one in front of you like this. With your hips directly into this valley, you can keep your arms at Sphinx pose, or if you'd like to challenge yourself, lift up to Cobra. Whichever position you decide to do with your arms, take your left leg and hold it towards your bum. And this way you can choose whichever one you want. Just to get our legs used to the fact of it's coming up. You can bounce it, you can move side to side, or just hold here while focusing on lifting your chest up and up towards the ceiling. And whatever variation you prefer. On your next exhale, you can release your left leg down towards the mat. Swap hands over, so whichever you decide, in Sphinx pose with your elbow down, or in Cobra with your hand pulling you strong and allowing you to lift up further. Take your right foot with your right hand and bring it closer towards your bum, giving yourself a nice stretch here. You can bounce it up and down, move from side to side. Whatever works for you. On your next exhale, release your hands down. This time you can prepare for a full bow pose, and if that is too challenging for you, focus on pushing both your hands down onto the mat and holding and straightening your elbows and just lifting your knees up or your feet up towards the ceiling. If you'd like to try an assisted bow, you can grab both your feet with your hands, place your thumb in between the ball points of your feet, and really use your feet here to kick away from you to allow you to open up into a deeper bow pose. So focus on bringing your knees in towards each other and look in front of you. And breathe here for a few minutes, well, a few seconds. It's a very strong, energetic pose. And then exhale, release both your feet down towards the mat. Come to a neutral, so just lay your head here to neutralize your spine for a few breaths. Once you're ready, plant your hands underneath your shoulders and use them to push yourself up to come to a kneeling position. From here you can plant or place a pillow in front of you. If you have sore knees, you can also have one underneath. Bring your pillow towards your knees, or it's going to be underneath your chest. And walk your hands gently down as far forward to the mat while lowering your chest down towards your pillow. And you can have as many pillows as you'd like. The closer it is to you, or the closer the ground is to you, the more relaxing the pose will be. Tuck in your toes and just drop your chest down. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. As you stay in this pose longer, you can also decide to remove a pillow and see if you can bring your chest lower down towards the mat. On your next exhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Come to a kneeling position. Remove your pillows to the side and come to a seated, or come to sit on your mat. Put your feet in butterfly pose to kind of gauge where you would ideally have a butterfly. It's okay if you have these big wings on the side. Grab a pillow and place one underneath your right knee. And then take your left leg and make it straight. If you have a sensitivity on your knee, you can also put a pillow underneath your knee like this. This is where if you're on the group, I suggested you have a foot oil or lotion. So with your right hand, you can put some lotion or oil on your hand and give yourself a little bit of a foot massage. And then with your left hand, inhale your arm up towards the ceiling. Then on your exhale, fold towards your left foot, ankle, shin, wherever feels comfortable to still allow you to push your chest forward, look up towards the ceiling, and then fold down to wherever you feel comfortable. And just look up at the ceiling while closing your eyes and giving yourself that little foot massage. Really create some space between your shoulders and your ears. On your next exhale, release and come back to center. Bring your left leg into that butterfly. Grab the pillow and place it underneath your leg. And then remove the pillow if you don't want it underneath. And straighten your right leg out to the side. You can add some lotion or oil onto your left hand now and use that to massage your left foot. While inhaling, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling, follow it with your gaze. And then exhale, fold to the side and just lift your chest up towards the ceiling and follow your gaze to the left side of the room. Close your eyes and massage your foot. See if there's any tension or anything that maybe if you touch a nerve in your foot and you feel it in another part of your body. A little bit of self-reflexology right now. Come to a normal breath. Relax your face and your muscles in your mouth. On your next exhale, come back to center. Bring your butterfly legs together and remove the pillows from underneath and see if it feels any different from the original butterfly that you had. If your knees are going down any lower, if you just feel less tension in your hips. From here, take a pillow or two or even three and stack them on top of each other like this, and then bring the base of your spine to the pillows. Extend your feet out in front of you. Inhale, arms come up towards ceiling, and on your exhale, slowly lower your back down onto your pillows, and then drop your hands out to the side. Plant them where your palms are facing down into the mat to really ground yourself, and allow your head to just drop back over the pillows and your shoulders to open wide. Toes flex back, or you're pushing firmly into the backs of your legs in towards the mat. And just relax here. Take as many breaths as you need. Your chin towards your chest to look at your toes, spread them wide and then bend one knee at a time. Grab your pillow and you can place one pillow down onto the left side of your mat and then drop your legs down into windshield wiper. You can also, if you prefer, to let your left leg go all the way towards the mat and then place a pillow in between your knees to then come into another relaxing position, and then just roll your head slowly down into this windshield wiper supported fish. On your next exhale, slowly roll your neck back up towards your chest. Remove the pillow from in between you and bring it to the other side. So whatever variation you took, do it on the other side. And then you can even walk your right foot, left foot out to the side if it's more comfortable. Make any adjustments you feel you may need. And then once your legs are settled, you can roll your head back into a nice supported fish with the windshield wiper variation. If you are feeling any tenseness in your neck, you can always add a pillow, a block underneath your head. On your next exhale, bring your chin to chest, bring your knees back to center, and slowly lift up to come to a seated position. You can do a normal happy baby, or you can have a supported one by this time just making sure your head is more secure. And rolling back onto your mat, grab each foot with each hand and bring your knees towards your armpits and just either lift your chest up and hug your shoulder blades in towards each other. You can do a little bit of a rocking movement. It's always nice to be playful, especially because we're here to enhance our mood and bring joy. So rock and be really playful, even if you want to try and do a little bit of a back and forward. And then once you've had some fun, you can relax your head back onto a pillow. And really focus on bringing your knees towards your armpits, and even focus on bringing the heels of your feet up towards the ceiling and giving yourself that push-pull motion where you're pushing with your feet and you're pulling with your hands. On your next exhale, you can release your feet down towards the mat. And from here, take the pillows from behind you. And this is where, if you are more comfortable with using a wall, you can do that. Or you can grab two pillows and lift your knees over them to place your feet onto the mat with the pillow underneath your knees. And then slowly roll into, almost get ready for a bridge position. So push firmly into your feet. Inhale and lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And you can use your hands to pull the pillows toward your spine so you feel like you're in a supported bridge. But instead of keeping a supported bridge, you can lower your hips gently and then lift your feet up towards the ceiling. And really focus on maybe bringing your toes just to come in eye's length or further behind your eyes. Your hands can be on your stomach if you would like, down facing, or planted onto the ground or the mat. And just stay here with your feet raised above your head. This is great for varicose veins, for giving you energy, and for reducing wrinkles. Push all four corners of your shoulders in towards the mat. Or just both points of your shoulders into the mat. Relax your face, or any tense muscles you might be holding. You can even focus on pointing and flexing your toes. I even invite you to think of the affirmation, joy flows through me effortlessly. And on your next exhale, you can slowly roll your back down on towards the pillow, bend your knees and plant them underneath you. Once you feel more stable and sturdy, you can push firmly into your feet and inhale, lift your hips off the pillows and then slowly guide them out and pull them out from underneath you. We're going to get ready for Shavasana, so you can place a pillow underneath your knees and then one underneath your head. Bring your palms down onto the mat. Feel grounded. And I'm going to guide you now to release every muscle in your body, starting from your toes and then moving up. So with every inhale, bring in any prana you feel you need. So that's energy, it's all intention. So if it's joy, if it's relaxation, or just think of breath and air coming into your body with one inhale. And as you exhale, imagine you're pushing that energy towards your toes and allow them to sink and almost feel like there's a weight on them and it's bringing you down towards the mat. By allowing your pinky toes to just sink. Inhale. On your exhale, relax your ankles. Inhale. On your exhale, relax the backs of your calves. Your calves. Inhale, and on your exhale, relax the backs of your knees. Imagine there's just a weight pulling you down in towards your mat. Followed by your glutes, relax every muscle. Next exhale, your hips, lower back, your shoulders. Your next exhale, imagine roots are coming out from your fingertips and pulling you deeper in towards the ground. Your wrists, your forearms, elbows, your next exhale, bring attention to your neck and allow it to just feel all the muscles relaxing. Your mouth, your face, your cheekbones, followed by your eyes, and then your forehead. can stay in this long Shavasana for as long as you need to. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.